Tron, Bally/Midway, 1982. In late 82 or early 83, we rented the movie Tron for our Betamax VCR. Preposterously, I had not gotten around to seeing it on the big screen. I figured out how to copy it using a borrowed second machine and watched it over and over again. I bought the VHS tape 5 or 6 years later and the double DVD on the film's 20th anniversary in 2002. Some of the dialogue might have been hokey, even when the movie was new, but I was mesmerized by the visualizations and plot details. I tended to live in my own world half the time anyway. Upon seeing Tron, I transformed the real one from inside my head. I didn't quite mean to. It just made the repetitious things in a kid's life cooler. I left solid walls of light along the sidewalk, and the glinting tiles and painted-over bricks of my elementary school became circuited tunnels through which I ominously soared. I wasn't noticeably physical about any of this. I didn't have to be. I had already filled my skull with video game images over the prior year. Now the three-dimensional ramifications of living in that universe were absorbed into my mental metabolism. The screens that connected the everyday world to these new ones were not monitors or television tubes, but windows. Locations from various games flew enticingly past me as I walked by things as formerly ordinary as jungle gyms and chain-link fences. It's not that I didn't enjoy being a kid. There were simply aspects that I found objectionable. Being expected to attend school every day felt like a prison sentence, and I reviled not having the adult abilities to do stuff. This didn't concern unrestricted toy shopping, theme park trips, or other external extravagances. I wanted to play real musical instruments and write real books. I could save odd job money toward the former and practice the latter on my mom's typewriter, but I wasn't skilled yet, and I was impatient to truly get started. Something that was possible, however, was to competently explore that limitless other place, finding and doing things previously consigned to my imagination. Tron alluringly blurred the line. I could even learn to create my own parts of that other place, if only I could get my hands on a computer. As I was already acclimating myself to a coexistence with other humans by adopting the crucial "society is stupidly funny" mindset, I didn't know how to apply words like absurdly amusing. It was impactful to see just how easily alternate life could be created. As a side note, these days, now that it's real, I hate AI, artificial intelligence. It will be the end of our species. Laugh all you want. Otherwise intelligent people working on it all the time and trying to involve it in every area of life, at least that has any digital aspect, and that's a lot, seems to go against the innate survival instinct. But that could be a whole other book. Go ahead, keep enabling it, keep feeding it. Enjoy your dumb phones. Back to the book. My widening eyes watched Flynn and Alan actually communicating with the humanoid programs they had, quote, written, using secret messages such as request access to clue program, code 6 password to memory 0222. Outside the VCR, every spinning thing that I saw reminded me of the master control program, and anything laid out in a grid fashion was an electronic, beautifully unambiguous expanse. When Flynn was sucked into the collective digital world and was able to interact with the walking, talking realizations of his own keyboard work, I was sucked in myself. The main function of teachers seemed to be to detract my attention from the things with which I really love to fill my brain. Their inapplicable blather might have prepared me to be a good drone, so it's fortunate that affordable home video games came along when they did. I believe that I initially played the Tron coin-op in the game room at Uncle Cliff's, an Albuquerque amusement park. The name has since been changed to just Cliff's, but he's not fooling anyone. He's still my uncle. When I play it now, it strikes me as a continually repeated quartet of largely derivative sub-games that rapidly rise in difficulty. It's blatantly designed to scarf up as much money as possible. In this sense, I suppose it was technologically prophetic. My associations with the game are so positive that I occasionally play it anyway. I have a great time, notwithstanding any opinions I've formed since the 80s. This is perhaps the only arcade game from which I cannot objectively detach my early affection, for the kid Chris was captivated. It was as close as I could get to literally playing a part in the movie, and I watched older players until I memorized their tactics and patterns. I became quite good myself, and still remember most of the maneuvers. In fact, if I'm out on one of my treasured nighttime walks, and I get hit by a falling piano or something, I'll be in trouble when I try to recall my blood type. The poor paramedic won't hear much more than high speed, forward, right, left, left, left. He'll be all set if he ever gives up his work to drive a light cycle, though. I should know. The next game, and the last one in the arcade section of the book, is Zookeeper.